In studio with me is Councillor Stephanie Munro. Stephanie, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to pop in.
Well, thanks for having me, Josh.
Yeah, it's obviously been a busy fall season for you guys. What has been the busiest thing for you as a councillor? Was it the budget? Was it a couple of the stop states make during the summer at various events as part of the community? What kept you busiest this 2019?
You know, honestly, for me, it's been the engagement with the residents. I think that anything that we do and any decisions we make, I want to make sure that I'm engaging with our community. So, you know, whether it's a stop at the shopping store or wherever you are, a Your Voice night, you know, just constantly engaging with the residents of our community and getting their feedback just on general topics really is the part that I think is the most. I mean, you're always reviewing budgets and reviewing your policies and procedures and reviewing your agendas, but you know, as far as the most time-consuming thing, I would actually say that it probably is engaging with the residents.
Yeah. Has there been any particular surprises from engaging with residents in terms of a message they conveyed or feelings they had on a particular issue?
You know, in all retrospect, I think a lot of people do understand different things. For instance, tax increases, or I guess the vast majority of people, they're on board with council. You always have your naysayers that aren't in support, and sometimes it's maybe a lack of knowledge and a lack of insight on what is actually happening. And I mean, it's a huge learning curve to actually get all of that information and to be able to understand it inside and out. So I think that is just we do actually have a lot of support. For most people, when they stop me in the grocery store or just want to say hello, even though I maybe don't recognize their face, I just want to let you guys know you're doing a really great job. You know, and that's a really good thing to hear.
Certainly is, especially this time of the year where there's so much stress around making sure the holidays are ready, making sure your finances are in order, because it's not just a situation where the budget needs to be in order, though you guys have approved the 2020 budget. It's also just everyone's own general finances is a big priority around this time of the year.
Absolutely, and you know, when I look back throughout the year, there's some things introducing the RAP program, so the Recreation Assistance Program. There's a lot of things that the city's done that maybe weren't spread out amongst the media, or really, I guess, the general public they maybe know about but don't have as much information. So, you know, we have done things as a community and as a city council to try and incorporate the fact that, you know, maybe some people aren't financially doing as well as they were in the past. So introducing things like I said, like the RAP program and having that recreation accessibility at a reduced rate to individuals of low income, you know, we're looking towards the future, not necessarily trying to work backwards. So,
in addition to the RAP program, are there any other programs or policies that have been passed this year that you're particularly proud of that you council passed together?
You know, the RAP program was one that I think is a great program for us, but even just when I look at all the policies and procedures, you know, I don't necessarily see that sometimes we disagree on things, but I'm just particularly proud of the fact that we respect one another's decisions around that table. And even if we disagree, we can respect the fact that we disagree. And moving forward, we are one unified voice. And for me, that is something that I'm truly proud of as far as council goes. So,
what do you think will have the biggest impact on 2020 that you were involved with in 2019?
As far as 2020 moving forward, I think that obviously we have a new fire with their union negotiations and all of the building assessments moving forward. So we have a lot of big decisions to be making in 2020. The facilities, we just last night at Your Voice night heard from a lot of the community. The Martin Brown redevelopment area plan, that's going to have a big impact in 2020 for sure moving forward. It's nice to see, you know, we have had some huge successes in terms of the wastewater treatment plant funding, and like a huge kudos out to Mayor Albers for everyone's constant working towards right on that. But Gerald did an amazing job at never setting back. He just kept pushing forward. So, you know, that's something obviously that we're going to be working on in 2020, but it's nice to know that that funding's in place. But we have a lot of obstacles as a city moving forward. So when I look at things in different boards that I sit on Border City Connects, the library board, and other boards as well. And I think, you know, there are a lot of challenges regardless. And I think for the library, even there is issues, and you know, moving forward there's going to be issues that need to be addressed in 2020, and we definitely have a challenging year ahead, but something that I'm definitely looking forward to. So,
and now with the holiday season, what will you be watching at home with your family?
In terms of TV, or what do you just
TV,
watching?
movies, anything?
Oh, so
sports too, I guess.
Yes, Christmas is definitely a great time for our family. usually spend it at home and head to the cabin for New Year's. But as far, we like to watch any Hallmark movies, Christmas classics, obviously, Elf, and it was funny because I got this shirt made and it says, "In a world full of Grinches, be a Griswold." And so my daughter says, "Griswold? Who's the Griswolds?
Oh, no.
Aren't they the Lampoons?" And I said, no. The movie's called National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, but their family's name is the Griswolds. So it's just that generational gap, right? So we just got our real Christmas tree on the weekend and got that all trimmed and decorated. So yeah, it's exciting and obviously a good time. We always try and give back a little bit to the community as well. So.
Yeah, that's certainly exciting stuff. You'll have to introduce her slowly to the National Lampoon movies a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the only one we've ever watched. So she was funny. She's like, "I don't even know who that is. I thought it was funny anyways." So definitely something that we're going to have to work on, apparently.
Yeah. Thanks again for coming in studio.
Thank you so much, Josh.
Cheers.